CMON, it's Mike.
And Ravin.
We're about to play the Quest 4 Scorched for Zombicide White Death.
Yay!
We got a couple things more finished up now, too. We put some paint on the guards. Maybe they'll get better luck in this game now that they have some paint on them.
Hopefully.
Got some new characters. We're trying out a Ninja Turtle character this one, too, so we'll have some rules to explain for that.
Exciting. And the bunny.
Yeah, Kickstarter exclusives. We got a new Abomination finished. That's the one that if you kill it, you pick a zone and kill all the kill all the zombies in that zone.
Cool.
So that's pretty strong. We got a new Necromancer. 2. That one that if she activates anyone that's in the zone of corruption, a zombie spawns there too. So you got to stay out of corruption with her on the board. So that's most of the new stuff we have so far. We'll go through it when we're playing. But you're just going to read the story at the start.
Yes.
And how this game works.
So the zombies' corruption slowly but steadily spreads its roots in Winterguard. Some districts are lost causes, and we must draw a clear line between the living and the dead. To do so, we first must evacuate any remaining allies, then burn the buildings to gain a wider view on the surroundings and avoid zombie ambushes. As the city burns beyond the walls, urban warfare is slowly turning into a full-scaled siege. Don't worry, friends. Winterguard will rise from the ashes and shine again. So the objectives are, give them nothing. The quest succeeds as soon as all 3 buildings are set on fire.
So that's one building, and the building counts as the zones connected to it. I forget the actual terminology, but that's a building. That's a building. The one we were iffy about is because that's a building too. Ruins are part of building zones. So if they're connected, is that all one building? Because once you burn it, everything in the building dies. So when it comes up to the game, we'll see how it plays.
Okay. And it's important to add, and we'll make sure we say that no guards can die.
So not like the last game where we lost everybody. Nobody can die in this one.
No, if guards die,
we lose.
We're done. We lose.
Okay. Save to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and that's the other thing. If I added, because we lost all our guards last time, they are now Berserker zombies. So I added the Berserker zombies. I haven't got paint on them yet, but how they work is if you're used to previous expansions or games, that you have to be in their zone to kill them. They can only be killed by melee.
Okay.
So, and their card is put into their deck. So into the deck. So when you draw it, we'll just put those into the zone they come from.
Okay.
It also adds to the deck. So if you don't want to draw so many of the cards that come in a row, like we had last time, like 3 zombie sieges, or it adds more to your deck. So there's not so much repetition.
Yeah, which is cool.
Okay.
So for the setup, place the blue and green objectives in the indicated zones.
Which we did.
Also note that there is no objective token set on tile 26V.
Yeah, because it's covered with corruption. Okay.
So the blue and green objective give a random vault weapon to the survivor who takes it.
Okay.
They can then reorganize their inventory for free. If no vault weapons are available, the survivor earns 5 AP instead.
Okay.
So for the red objectives, they cannot be taken by normal means. A building is set on fire whenever a dragon fire effect occurs in its objective zone.
So that's the dragon bile when the torch combined?
Yes.
Okay.
So then apply these effects. Remove the objective token. The survivor who created the dragon fire earns 5 AP.
Okay.
All actors in the building are eliminated.
So that's anything that's basically a miniature is an actor.
So the survivor who created the dragon fire effect earns the corresponding AP. So
you get 5 AP for getting rid of the objective, and then more AP if there's stuff in the building. Okay.
And from now on, all the building zones are considered to be ruin zones.
So you obviously can't search in the building you just put on fire. You can still go in it though. Okay, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. That's everything?
Yes.
Okay, and then the beacon's also there, so we don't want corruption to go to there. There's one ladder that's put down. Okay. Cauldrons. I think that's everything. So you're going to start with Genera, right?
Yes.
Okay. So first off, your free guard action, you want to get them back over to the wall because you don't want people to get attacked.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So for 2 actions, you moved into the building down from the ladder, and you're going to search. And she gets her blue skill is search.
Search 2 cards.
And her guard skill is your free guard action.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So awesome.
Let's see what we get.
First is the
one that we couldn't pronounce last time.
Glisarm. Also, another one that we have to keep in mind, it's a 1-to-1, so we can't be in the same zone.
Yes, that came up last game. Okay.
And then card number 2, Warbow.
Nice. Okay. Oh, that's not the one with marksman. Okay, so you can organize your inventory. So you put the 2 weapons you just picked up in your left and right hand.
Yes, and then because she had a short bow, I put it in the backpack.
Okay. So you moved over for an action.
Yeah, it was Kenshin. So we moved him over, and we're going to pick up.
And you also moved the guards too.
Yeah.
And what's his ability? We used him last game.
His guard ability is roll 1 and get a 6, and his blue ability is once per turn roll 1, get a 6.
Nice. Okay. And you're gonna pick up that vault weapon.
Yes.
So what one did we get?
Baba Yaga's Blessing. We got that last time, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or no, it was a staff.
Yeah. So this is a buff. I think we've got this before.
Yeah.
So once per turn, you can choose which type of buff you want to give people.
Cool.
Nice. And that one can be used in your backpack too? That's cool.
Which is cool.
Nice. So Cal Ren moved up 2. You're
Yes.
going to search. He only gets 1.
And he got Repulse.
Oh, we got that last time with Midioko, the kitty. We used her as a kitty Jedi.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's a far range push. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And his blue is...
He has... His blue ability is Shove, and his guard ability is Push.
Nice. So I'm going to activate Miyamoto Usagi, Kickstarter exclusive bunny.
Yeah.
He had the Shaska and he traded it to Honda. So then he would have to be able to dual wield because he starts with a katana.
Nice.
So he already has a katana in his hand. And he gets +1 to dice roll melee and starts with katana. Oh, what we forgot was him is because he doesn't have a guard skill, we'll have to pick the guard skills. So you want to grab those. So we'll shuffle those up. And I'll pick one at random. That one. What is it?
Push.
Cool. So he'll have that for his guard skill.
Nice.
So I traded, I moved over, and I'm going to pick up that vault in. That vault weapon was him. So what vault weapon does he get?
Wintergrad Gloves.
And that's +1 die combat?
Yes.
Nice. Honda moved up 2, and he's going to search. So what does he get?
Great Sword.
Okay. I'm going to keep that in my backpack too, because I got the dual wield 2 damage Shaskas too.
Sounds good.
So we're over to Janika. She's special for this game. We got her from she's a Kickstarter exclusive. Works well with the turtle team.
Yeah.
So the turtles get 4 chi. It's called, in like Internal Empire, you start with free. If you have chi powers, they get 4. And if they meditate in a zone that doesn't have corruption or zombies, they can get back up to 4.
Okay.
You can have more than 4 with certain powers, but if you meditate, you go back up to 4. And you use those to do special abilities too. So anyone that's a turtle team, so anyone that comes with time class, like Casey Jones, April O'Neil, Splinter, and then the turtles are in that one.
Nice.
Plus her. The bunny, I thought the bunny was, I remember from a kid, there's a character in Ninja Turtles that was a bunny.
I thought so too.
And he's not part of the turtle team though.
Okay.
But she is. So if you use chi, you can spend the chi for +2 die combat. So you get 2 dice to your attack.
Nice.
You can spend it to do +1 die to the roll, so you'd hit better. Or you can spend it to do 2 damage in combat.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's not going to come up in this game because there's no pizza on the board, but in the time class, if there's pizza on the board, you pick it up, and then you can turn the weapon, your starting weapon gets better. You flip it, and it gets better stats.
Cool.
So she starts with this cool, like, Freddy Krueger glove that...
I was going to say her Turtle Kruger glove.
Yeah, and she has jump. Starts with her weapon there. Also, the rule for the turtle team, anyone that's a turtle team, it says in the rules, they're not used to using medieval weapons. I guess they're too strong for them. So if you use a medieval weapon and you roll a 1, you break it.
Okay, that's important.
Unless you use chi for your activation. So if you use chi was that weapon, you don't break it.
Okay.
I think that's it for most of the turtle abilities. Oh, and she will also need a guard skill too, because she doesn't have one.
Quick shuffle.
And pick, yeah, that one's good. What does that one do?
Slippery.
Cool. So they use jump to get off and you can jump onto the battlefield walls with that too.
Oh, nice.
As long as you have line of sight. Cool. So I jumped over there for 1 action. I'm going to search for my second action.
Sprint.
Nice. And I'll double check too. It says medieval weapons. So weapons you break, it doesn't say anything about spells or enchantments breaking. Because I guess some enchantments you don't roll dice anyway.
Right.
But spells are the ones that are the undecided one because you roll dice for certain spells. So I'll see if spells break.
Okay.
I was debating about putting sprint on somebody. That gives you, I believe it's free moves for one.
Right.
For sprint, it gives you free.
I think.
Double check.
Spins a
But
little bit.
I just moved the guards out from that for the last action.
Cool.
So that's our turn. So we'll go to zombie phase. There's no zombies on the board, so spawning. So 1, 2, 3. So from number 1.
4 runners.
Okay, and we're the same like last time. That's a new daily too. Finish that one up. So that runner daily will show up at yellow, same as the other ones we got. That one always targets the one person with the most AP.
Okay.
No matter about it, dates the rules for target priority. It just chases the person with the most AP.
Sort of like the killer crocodile used
Oh,
to
yeah.
in 2.0.
Then that one was even more vicious though. Yeah. Okay. So number 2.
Zombie siege.
Okay, so we'll put zombies in all the... Oh, that's going to suck because there's lots of corruption here, but nothing going on the wall. Okay, and then number 3, 2 walkers. Okay, so who went first for your team?
It's Kenshin.
And you move down off the ladder and you push those guards out of that building.
Yep, so that takes us 3.
Okay, so Ren, you just push the guards out.
Yes.
And then you're going to search.
You got a crossbow.
Nice. Now you have repulse and the crossbow in your hands.
Yeah, and for
Nice.
his last action, he went out with that set of guards.
Nice. So Asagi just moved down off the ladder and moved the guards over. So with Honda, I just moved the guards back into that zone. He's going to search there.
He got lightning bolt.
Oh, that's a dual wield one too. Okay, I'm going to put that in my backpack also. And I moved out because I'll probably trade the greatsword over to Ren next turn because that can go into his armor spot.
Okay.
So, turtle time. So for each action, I would pick what weapons I want to use. So for the first one, I'm going to pick Power Blast and Sprint. And then the next action, I can change it if I want to.
Okay.
So that's how that works. But I'm going to cast Sprint on... Who do you still have to go on your side?
Janaya? She's in the same zone as this.
Okay. But he's trailing... I'm going to cast Sprint on Kenshin, so he can move up the free zones.
Okay.
Because I do see out that door. So as long as you don't hit a zone with zombies, it would stop it. I just moved you free over to that.
Okay, cool.
That doesn't cast noise. For a second action, I'm going to search into that zone.
Halberd.
That's a pull arm too. Okay. I'll put that in my hand. I'll put Power Blast in my backpack.
Okay.
And I just push the guards back a zone that way. So for your free guard action, you push them back.
Yes.
And you're going to search. You get to look at 2.
So,
You get to keep 2. Oh, there we go.
Dragon Bile.
And the second one.
Disintegrate.
Is that dual wield too? Nice. So if we find the torch, then we can already get rid of one building.
Yes.
Nice. And so you move the guards for free. You search. You got 2 more actions.
Okay.
So you came out and traded with Honda and gave me the pole arm so I could put it in my spot because he can put pole arms, any pole arm in that spot.
Yeah.
And I gave you lightning bolt too.
Yeah, which I put in my hand and put disintegrate in my backpack.
And that's everybody?
Yes.
So we'll go to the zombie phase. So they'll move up and then we'll do spawning. Okay, so stuff moved up and spawning.
Number 1.
Oh, our first Berserker Walkers.
So-
So how that work? Blue we are in. So 2 Berserker Walkers will go at number 1. Okay. Number 2. Normal
2
walkers.
regular walkers.
Okay.
Number 3.
First-
Necromancer.
And like always, the Defiler one has to come first. So they come with a card too, Berserker Walkers. So have the same target priority as walkers. So you can target them in the same zone with walkers. They can
Cool.
be in the same zone with anybody. And they can only be eliminated with melee. And they're still affected by effects that kill everything in the zone. So like cauldrons, that pestle weapon we got last weapon on. If we kill the building, that one too.
Okay.
Okay. And because the Defiler spawns out, we got spawn for the Defiler spawn.
More Berserker Walkers.
Oh,
4
okay.
this time.
4. Okay. And like any other zombie that runs out, if you run out of Berserker zombies, when you draw the card, they activate Abomination showing up. Or
Okay.
Abominations on the board will also get another activation.
All right.
So those runners coming, they still got a few activations that can get to us. This side, we don't want that corruption coming up farther, so we're going to start pushing the other side, maybe.
Yes.
So red moved over too, and you're going to still search.
Yes.
Ah, of course. So what's that one do?
Place 1 runner in each corruption zone.
Okay, Rookie, we got that before corruption spread.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have to kill runners because we only have 4 left and we don't want Abomination showing up.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I push the guards over for 1. I moved in, and I'm also going to search in that zone.
Disintegrate.
Okay, that's dual wield. So someone else has to disintegrate too.
Yep.
So I push the guards over, close to the ladder. I moved over, and I'm going to search in that zone.
Apples.
And that's... I can use that. I'm going to keep it for now. It's going to give us free AP.
Okay.
Okay. And it's not an act. It doesn't cost an action to use them. You just discard it and you get free AP.
Nice.
So Janaya is going to help us with searching, but she does have the bow. So I'm going to use sprint to cast on her so she can run up free so she can use her bow to shoot those runners on her turn.
Awesome.
And I can only use sprint once per turn. So I cast it. You went over there. Second action, I'm going to pick up. Yep. Let's see what I find.
Torch.
Yay, torch. Okay, so now if we combine the two, we can blow up a building.
Okay.
But because we're drawing through the deck and if stuff's at the bottom, I don't want to take forever to do it. We might keep these and stop stockpiling it. So now we'll have 2 people that can search twice.
Yes. And with her having sprint and stuff, it'll be easier to set something on fire if we have to.
Yep. So I just cast. Well, it's not cast. She gets jumped. So she just jumped there. So for your free guard action, everyone's by the ladder now.
Yes.
And then you're going to attack with your bow.
I am.
How many dice does a bow get?
2. And it hits on 3s.
So you'll spend 2 actions to roll 4 dice.
Yes.
So 2 actions, so shooting 4 times in that zone.
Yep. Hits on 3s.
Nice. Better rolls than last game. Got all of them. And you just push back because she does have the ability to search twice. So we do want her getting into buildings.
Yes.
Okay. So Kenshin's going to search for his first action.
He got salted meat.
You want to discard that to get free AP now?
Sure.
Okay. So you move the guards over, and you just traded for the greatsword from Honda because you got nothing really. You want to stay in there and search anyway?
Yes.
Okay. And that's everybody?
Yes.
So we'll do the zombie move in and spawn it. The filer would not move, and the spawn would go up by 1. So stuff moved up. Spawning time. So number 1.
Zombie siege.
Okay, so we'll put those out. So the build-up for this one's scary too because they're all going to be coming at us.
Absolutely.
That sounds pretty scary. Okay, so number 2.
Abomination.
Okay, so this one, Con doesn't have to go first, so we'll just pick off the top. Who is it? Oh, our range. Oh, that's gonna. Lucky we already did our range. So our range is now limited to only range 1. But if we get rid of this one, we get +1 max range.
Okay. I love how the zombie's looking up at her like, holy shit!
The zombie's looking up at her. Jesus.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Number 3?
Yep.
Berserker Walkers?
No one's in yellow yet.
Nope.
So 4. And then Defiler spawn.
Zombie siege.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have enough. We got to start killing some zombies.
Yep.
Okay. Soggy, first thing he's going to do is search.
Crossbow.
Oh, it's only range 1/1 though because of the Abomination.
Right.
And I just came out here to deal with what's coming. So Honda 80 apples to gain free AP.
Yeah.
I'm going to search for my first action.
Sword.
Okay. Came out. And then third action, move that guard over.
Yes.
So I was debating about pushing forward and using Chi to attack, but we need her to search right now.
Yes.
So I'm going to cast sprint to take red and sprint him out there so you can use your crossbow 1-to-1 in the next zone.
Okay.
So move in. I don't have to use jump. I'm just going to move in there. And for my third action, I get to search 2 things because I have a torch in my inventory.
Right. Ooh, first one is a dagger.
Nice. Okay.
Second is a triple crossbow.
Oh, this one has reload. So once you use it, you have to spend an action to reload it.
Okay.
So you move the guard over for 1. Oh, that was your free action.
Yeah, my free guard action.
And he moved over to the building.
Yep.
So Kenshin's going to search.
Yes, he is.
There's the other dragon bile. Nice.
Awesome.
Second action, now you got free guards there. They can push the cauldron over a spot, or you can dump them now. So that's good.
Yeah.
And you got one more action. You're going to stay there, you think?
Yeah, so I think I'm going to forego it.
Okay. Or you can make noise.
Oh, yeah. Actually, we'll do that.
Okay. So Run's going to go. Use your crossbow 1-1. You can do that.
So 2 dice hits on force.
Okay.
Does 2 damage. Ugh.
Okay. You want to, for your second action, try it again?
Yeah. That's
Nice.
better.
We're thinking about doing repulse, but if you stayed where you are, you would have 2 runners in your zone at the end. So
Yeah,
you
we're
move
not gonna do
back and only going to have 1 in your zone.
Yes.
Okay. And that's everybody?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So we'll move everything up and move up the corruption. Okay. Everything moved up. Zombie's still looking at the abomination.
Yeah.
Okay. Spawning. Number 1.
2 runners?
Okay. No one's in yellow yet, right?
No.
Okay. Number 2.
2 brutes?
Oh, got some brutes out now. Okay. Number 3. Another necromancer. So that spawn would go up. And what other necromancer would come out? Oh, do we have... Okay, I'll shuffle them up because we do have 2 other necromancers now.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll draw for the necromancer card.
It's these ones, right?
Yeah. Oh, you want to shuffle the... Okay, and which one do we get?
I'll do this one.
Ah, that's the one that
Yukiona.
she freezes zones if she has line of sight. Okay, that will be at number 3. So stuff is spawned now. We're just going to do from the Defiler spawn.
4 walkers.
Okay, so I think this is the first time she's actually froze somebody.
I think so,
So
too.
she does have line of sight to those. Nothing down that way or this way. So you basically lose an activation. They get frozen.
Okay.
Having that block of guards would help with the dice attacks, but if you ever get double activations or something bad, you get a bad draw. It's iffy. I don't want to play that gamble.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so Honda's going to go, and I'm going to use my polearm in my armor spot to attack 2 dice, hitting on 4s. He does have lucky. It never came up last game. We'll use it, so I get to reroll all my dice if I don't like them.
Okay.
I don't like them because I need 4s, so I'm going to use lucky and reroll them both. I can't reroll it again. Okay. So I'm going to do that again. So this is a new action, so I think I can use lucky again.
Okay.
So lucky is for each action. So that action was done. So now it's a new action. Try again. 4s. There we go. And I'll take that because I just need to kill 1 runner.
Awesome.
And I'll start bringing the guard over there to that side.
Sounds good.
And he's done. So first off, I'm going to use... So now got the search, and she can search twice because got a torch. So 2. First one.
Brute.
What's it say?
Place a brute in each corruption zone.
Okay, so we'll do that. And for the second card.
Katana.
Okay, yeah, it's getting a lot of brutes now. We weren't using any. Now they're all showing up.
Woo.
Lucky the pig guy hasn't showed up. We're not in yellow yet, right?
No.
Okay, so that was our first action. So jump. It doesn't need line of sight to where you're jumping to as long as there's nothing. You can jump over the first zone, you jump over it, and then you can go to the next one. You don't need line of sight to see where you're jumping to.
Right.
It's just nice. So I jump over to there. I'm now going to use the halberd, and it is a standard weapon, so I don't want to break it. So I'm going to use chi and use the chi power to add plus 2 dice.
Okay.
So she normally gets 1 dice with it. So now she's going to get 3 dice. And because she has her starting weapon, it's like a dagger. Add plus 1 die to another equipped melee weapon. So I'm picking those 2 as my weapons. So I get 4 dice total. And you can't spam chi. So I couldn't use another turtle power. You only get to use 1 before you roll the dice.
All right.
So 4 dice hitting on 3s. I could have made this hit on 2s if I used the other. But hitting on 3s. Does 2 damage, right? There's a fatty there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got to double check that because he's first priority.
Right.
Okay. So you got the fatty first. Oh no, that's not a brute. Okay. Lucky. I thought that was a brute. The brute you'd have to, not the berserker, but that's not a berserker.
No.
Okay, so those 2 are dead first. So she's done, but we still need to get rid of that necromancer.
Yes.
So now it's going to go. She used her free guard action.
So there's 3 on that side too now by the cauldrons?
Yep. Move down. Second action search. You get the search 2.
So she got a great axe.
I don't know if we've got a great axe yet. Okay.
I don't know. and a warbow.
Okay. And you just made noise for your final action.
Yes.
Stay in there. Kenson's just going to search.
Yes. I always go pick up that one first. I don't know why. Water.
That gives you, what's his AP right now?
3.
So he'd be at 6 if he picks that up. Drinks it.
Maybe I'm going to hold on to it for...
Okay.
Yeah.
You got 2 more actions. Yeah, make noise twice.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, no, you have a guard action. Might as well use it, right?
Yeah. Should I put the guards up?
Yeah, we'll put them up and then make noise.
Okay.
So first thing Ren will do will remove his freeze token.
Yes.
So that's 1 action. So for your second action, we got to get rid of that Necromancer.
Yes.
So 2 dice.
Hits on 4s.
Okay. Got them both. Nice. And then a vault weapon will drop there.
Nice.
Vault weapon would drop where the Necromancer was.
We're not going to look at it, right?
No, we don't look at them.
So.
Okay. You have 1 more action. So repulse costs an action, so you use your blue ability shove because it's free.
Yes.
And now you can shoot in that zone.
Cool.
2 dice.
Hits
4s. Got it. Nice. Still no one's at yellow yet.
No.
Okay. I was going to move up and shoot, but that Abomination doesn't let me shoot too. So I'm just going to spend an action to go there. My last action is to search in that zone. Ah, finally, another torch. Okay, so we have 2 Dragon Vials and 2 torches.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe we might want to go burn that building first. Soon. Okay. So that's everyone. So we'll move the corrupts and spawn up and move everything else. So that's everything moving. Spawning now. Okay, number 1.
4 brutes.
No one's still in yellow. Okay. Second.
2 runners.
We have enough. Okay. Number 3.
2 berserker walkers.
We have enough. Okay. And the spoiler spawn.
2 runners.
Okay. So we'll put those on the board. Okay. Oh, that vault weapon is under that pile of zombies there.
It's there.
We got berserker walkers spawned on us. And then it will be Janika's turn. Janika, I don't even have to pronounce it.
I was just going to call her Lady Turtle.
I don't even know if it's Lady Turtle too.
Oh, okay.
Turtle. Okay. Identifies as a turtle.
Yeah.
Okay. So first off, I am going to use another chi. So I've now used 2.
Okay.
And I can't meditate in corruption. And I can't meditate where zombies are. So if I'm in the free space, I can get those chi back.
All right.
So I'm going to do like I did last time. 1 dice for the pole arm. 2 more dice for chi. And another dice because of her starting weapon. And because I'm using chi, I can't break this if I roll a 1.
Okay.
And I'm attacking the zone I'm in, which are berserker zombies, so I can attack them.
What are we hitting on?
Hitting on freeze.
Okay.
So see, I would have broke that weapon if I wasn't using chi.
Yes.
But I killed those walkers. So second action was to jump in the building. Third action was to cast sprint on Usagi, and he ran over. So then those guys could trade to figure out who's going to have the dragon bile and the torch.
Yeah.
Okay, and we still need 1 more set too.
Okay.
So for a free guard action, just in case we need one on that zone, you moved over the cauldron with the guards to that zone.
Yes.
So you traded me for the dragon bile. So now I have dragon bile and torch with the turtle.
Yes.
And you are going to search for 2, you said?
Yes.
Okay. That's your second action.
Heavy armor.
Nice. That gives you a free up armor save.
Cool.
Nice. I don't think we've ever got that one yet.
Nope.
And for your second?
Ice storm.
Cool. Let's do a wheel too. Okay, so you're going to, because you don't have Horde, you're going to have to throw away some stuff to see what you want in your inventory.
Okay.
So you just got rid of your short bow and the rest is in your inventory?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So your last action, you made noise?
Yes.
Okay. So you traded me for the dragon bile for Usagi to have it?
Yes.
You're going to search before you leave that building?
And you got a spear?
Okay. And then you're going to come out of the building.
Yes.
So I was debating about using your crossbow and taking that, but we don't want to push to yellow yet.
No, not yet.
Because we have a few people behind. So you're going to repulse into the next zone.
Yes.
We put our tower there because it's getting crowded.
Yeah.
And you just use your last 2 actions to go into that zone.
Yep.
So before I burn this building, I'm going to search, and I have a torch. So I'm going to look for 2 items first.
Okay.
Almost gone through the deck so far.
Jump.
Cool. Double jump now. I can jump and then jump if I get to orange. Okay.
That's cool.
Second.
Ice Storm.
Okay. Do we have someone else has another ice storm somewhere? I think.
Yeah, I
And
think
it's
Janaya
doable.
has it.
Okay. So I moved out. On my last action, I'm gonna use the torch in the dragon bile to make the dragon fire and burn that building, getting 5 for the objective. And now those are ruins in that building's on fire.
Okay.
So I'll just put that there now. The building's on fire.
Yeah.
Okay. We can still go in there, but they're ruin zones now.
Okay.
Honda's going to go. I'm going to poke that runner, hopefully. 2 dice, hitting on a 4, and he has a lucky. So, lucky that.
That's better.
Okay, so that does get him to 6. Not on yellow yet, though. So, second action is move into the building. And then I'm going to search.
Halberd.
Okay, is that better? That's 1. Hits on freeze, 2 damage. Okay. And that's a pole arm because I can switch it. Yeah, okay, I'll see. Okay, so we're going to shift everything up. That corrupts it. We got to go over and scout and get that Necromancer. He's being annoying.
Yeah.
But we'll move stuff up. So, it's time for spotting. So, from number 1.
4 Berserker Walkers.
We have enough. Okay. Number 2.
2 Runners.
We have enough. Lucky we did not go into yellow yet. Okay, number 3. Oh, another Necromancer. So the spawn would move up, and then we'll put a new Necromancer, which will be, the new one.
Cool.
So that one is, whenever she activates, if there's someone in corruption, you spawn a zombie in that zone.
Okay.
So at least we might get to use a cauldron over there.
Yeah.
Okay, and from the Defiler spawn.
4 Walkers.
And we have enough. Okay. So that's the map so far. And we've already done a cycle of everyone so far.
Yep.
So when it comes back, it will be...
Janaya.
Okay.
So Janaya's going to go for her free guard action. She moved that group of 3 over here.
Okay.
And then for her second action, she did some trading.
It's your first action.
Oh, sorry, first action. Yeah, because the guard action was free. I just said that. So for her first action, she traded Ren. So she took Repulse, and she gave Ren her heavy armor, her great axe, and the dagger that was in her backpack.
Okay. And then you're going to come down and cast Repulse then?
Yes.
For your second and third action? Because Repulse, what's Repulse say?
Repulse says, once per turn, push all zombies from a target zone you can see to a zone adjacent to it that shares an open path and is a zone farther from you.
Okay. So you're going to push those zombies into that zone.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a lot of zombies in that zone. Repulse it over.
Yes.
And now it's Kennison's turn.
Yes. So he's going to attack the runner that is in their zone with the greatsword.
Okay.
So it is 5 dice, and it hits on 5s.
Okay.
And it says if I roll a 6, it does +1 damage. But his blue ability is once per turn. If I roll a 1, it turns into a 6.
Nice.
So
that's cool.
yeah.
Nice. You hit it.
Cool.
And what damage does that do too?
It does 1 damage.
Okay.
So for his second action, he's going to use his spear, which is polearm 1-1, and attack those walkers.
Okay.
So it's 2 dice, and it hits on 4s.
Come on. And for your third action, you're going to use those guards to dump the cauldron on the Necromancer?
Yeah.
Nice. And we'll put a Vault Weapon in that zone. Okay. And you have water with him, so you're going to discard that to get free AP?
Yes.
Which will push you to yellow.
Yep.
And for your next action, you're going to lance that zone?
Well, yeah, it's spear. But yeah.
Yeah.
2 dice hits on 4s. Got it.
Okay. So Ren's going to come out.
Yep.
And for his 2 actions, and for his third action, he's going to pick up that Vault Weapon.
Yeah.
Geez, so many pole arms this game. What's this one?
Yes, Royal Guards Halberd.
3, 4, 2. Nice. Okay. Oisagi spent 1 guard action to move the guards across over there. I cast Jump on Kenshin to push him into the building over here.
Okay.
And for my last action, I moved into the building. So Honda, first action, took those guards to push the cauldron over 1 zone.
Yep.
He came down for a second action. Third action, I'm going to search.
Firebolt.
Nice. So, for the turtle, it's going to cast Sprint on itself because you can target yourself with enchantments.
Right.
And I'm going to sprint to where the vault weapon is for one action. Second action, I'm going to pick up that vault weapon. Is that another? All the polearms.
The partisan.
Jeez.
Yep. And it has escalation melee.
Oh, nice. So I had too much stuff in my inventory, but I put the partisan in my hand. And I discarded Power Blast.
Yeah.
And for my last action, for the blue ability, I am going to cast, or do jump and jump over to where your character is. So that's everyone. So stuff's going to move up now. And then we'll do spawning. Everything moved up. We got to get rid of that Necromancer. On 3 turns, the Corruption's going to go over there.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if we can get over there in 3 turns. We got to see what we can do.
Yeah.
So from zone 1, we're going to spawn. Zombie seeds. Okay. So no one's at the wall, but I'm going to have to put a zombie in each zone, and this is probably going to spawn an Abomination.
Okay.
So it's that seeds card because it drew on 1. We started spawning in corruption zones in that order. Makes sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Because there's no order it tells you to. So we went and it came all the way around and we ran out. And zombie seeds spawn 1 walker. Berserker zombies are considered walkers, but they're not walkers for zombie seeds.
Yes.
So I can't add those.
Right.
Okay. So, but it just so happened we ran out of spawns right in that zone. So Abomination, we're going to put it right there.
Yeah.
Seemed cheating if we would have started there and went the other way.
I think so.
Okay. So we're going to draw Abomination card for in our zone.
Let's see who we get.
Oh, first, we just finished that up. So if you beat that Abomination, you choose a zone on the board. All zombies on this zone are eliminated as well.
Oh, nice.
Cool. School Qilin, that's powerful too, and it's not one of the one-time use ones. That can keep coming back too.
Neat.
Okay. So from number 2, do we have any? No, we don't have any brutes. Oh, no. Okay, so the Abomination gets to go. So that one's going to hit us. Does anyone in that zone have armor? No.
She traded it to Ren.
Okay. So we'll give 1 damage to...
Janaya?
Yeah. And then that Abomination gets to go.
Yeah.
So all the Abominations coming out this game. So number 2 is going to have Abomination. Which one? Okay. 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 Number 3. Necromancer. Okay. So that spawn point's going to get pushed up 1. Oh, this is bad. Now we only have 2 turns.
Yeah.
So those 2 are dead, so we'll have to shuffle up those cards and see which one's coming. So, zombie, we'll just shuffle them up. Okay, what's number 1? Oh, okay, so she'll start right there. Okay, it's getting close now. So, from the Defiler spawn. Oh, zombie seeds. We do not have enough zombies, so Abominations will get to go again.
Mm-hmm.
So that Abomination will hit us. I'll take 1 damage to the turtle. That one's going to move up right there towards the wall. Okay. And then we spawn another Abomination on the Defiler zone.
Okay.
So that's the last one we have.
Yeti.
Okay. So we got all our Abominations out now. Okay, this is going to be tough, but it's over to us. So Kenshin's going to go. He's going to move out. And we always said you can't search in a zone with a zombie, but you can still trade.
Yes.
So we're going to trade Janaya for Repulse.
Yes.
So for your next action, you're going to cast Repulse on the Abomination to move it over.
Yes.
And for your last action, you move those guards with the Cauldron over there. So it's Ren's turn now.
Yes.
And you're going to spend... Shove is free, so you're going to push the Abomination into the next zone.
Yep.
So for your first action now, you're going to take that Cauldron and you're still on the battlefield wall, dumping it off into a street zone now, because that's considered a street zone.
Yes.
Killing Qilin. And that gives you 5 AP. And then you get to trigger its ability, which will target any zone on the map. That seems like a good target there, because there's a lot. But we need to kill that Defiler Necromancer.
Yeah, so that's...
And you don't want any more. We only have 2 turns to do that, so we have to kill that.
Yes.
The Yeti only has line of sight to 0 to 1, but it also can be affected by a cauldron if it's 0 to 1, and this is a cauldron effect, basically. You're just nuking that zone, so it will kill him.
Okay.
Qilin's got toasted, and we'll put a vault weapon there. Then from the effect from Qilin, that zone gets nuked, and you'll get your AP there. So the fire respawn's gone, so that's good.
Yes.
So the only bad thing is now we don't need the Necromancer to come there, or that's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So for you moved over for your second action.
Yes.
Your third action, you're going to use your vault weapon.
The Royal Guard's halberd.
So it's free dice, but because you have a dagger on the other hand, you'll get another one.
Yeah.
Hits on what?
Force.
Okay.
It's 2 damage.
Nice. Nice. You get free. So we got to clean up some of these zombies. So you used your last action to push into this zone, and then you have a free melee action because you picked that for your orange skill.
Yeah.
And because of the equipment you have, you're going to get 4 dice. You're going to attack with your ranged weapon.
Yes.
Okay.
The halberd.
Hitting on 4s?
Yep.
You got 2. So that was a good turn for him. What's his AP at now?
22.
He could have took tough and he would have a 2-up save because he has armor, but we need that free. We got to clear up guys.
Yeah.
So he's done. So Soggy is going to take the guards to dump the cauldron on that abomination, giving him 5 AP.
Awesome.
So then the vault weapon goes down there. So for my second action, I cast jump on myself to go right there.
Okay.
So I moved over now into this zone. I'm going to attack that runner. I'm going to attack with my katana, so I get 2 dice. Plus I have the Winter Guard gloves, so I get another dice. And I get +1 to dice rolls because of his blue skill, so I hit on freeze.
Okay.
Trying to take out that runner. Got it. Honda is going to activate the guards to go down the stairs, and then someone else is going to shoot at that Necromancer.
All right.
Second action, he's going to search into that building, because we still need some more stuff.
Combat shield.
Cool. So it's armor. 4+, so you get a 4+ save. It can't go in your armor spot because it doesn't have the armor slot there.
Mm-hmm.
But you can put it in your left or right hand.
And it says add +1 die.
To another melee equipped weapon.
Yeah, nice.
Cool. Third action is to come out here. Just like last game, he's still trailing. He's in blue. He's at 6.
Okay.
So Ninja Turtle, first guard action. I'm going to kill that Necromancer. I don't even have to roll. Oh, yeah, you got to roll for it. So 3 dice hitting on 4s. Got it. Put Abomination, not Abomination, the Vault Weapon down there. So second action, I'm going to cast Sprint on myself. To go right there. Too bad I can't jump over walls, because I could jump over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for my last action, I'm going to use my Vault Weapon. And because I don't want to break it. It doesn't say anything about vault weapons being able to break too. It just says medieval weapons. So I think you can break vault weapons too with them.
Okay.
So I still have 2 chi. So I'm going to spend a chi to get +2 dice. So I get 4 dice with it, plus another one because of my starting equipment. So I get 5 dice total.
Nice.
Hitting on freeze. Yeah. Right there. And I got 3 of them. So now that I'm in yellow, I'm going to do that same thing. Spend chi. And because the pole arm that I have has escalation melee, I get another dice. So it's 6 dice. Hitting on freeze.
Nice.
There we go. So 5 of them. So that cleared up a bit. That was helpful.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Janaya now.
first guard action, we're going to put them back up on the battlement wall.
Yeah, her free guard action.
Okay.
Go up.
And then you said you're going to trade for repulse from Kenshin.
Yes.
So now that abomination's done about the ranged, you're going to use your warbow.
Yes.
And attack that zone. 2 dice hitting on freeze.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. Nice. So you're going to try to push the yellow. You're going to use that again.
Yes.
Okay. Hitting on freeze. You got 1. That's all you needed to get the yellow.
Yep.
Gamma paid off. You have 1 more action. You're going to cast repulse in that
am.
zone to move them over here. That's everybody. So we cleared some stuff up, but that corruption's getting pretty close.
It is.
Okay, so let's do zombie moving first. So everything's moved up. We'll do spotting. So from number 1.
Berserker Walkers. And we are in orange, so it's 6.
We only have 4. So 4 would go there, and then same thing, that Abomination will get to go, and we'll spawn another Abomination. So what Abomination, are we used up with all Abominations now?
We are.
Okay, so we'll shuffle those up and put the Berserkers on number 1.
Okay.
Now that came up, I forgot we got the trophy for killing that Abomination, so all our range is +1 now.
Awesome.
So your Warbow goes 4 if you want.
Nice.
Okay, so we'll shuffle up we only have the Yeti and Qilin left. Okay, who's coming?
Qilin.
Okay, that's lucky. And then we still got to move up the con. Okay, so it's pretty far to get that one, but that's out.
Yeah.
Okay, so from number 2 now. 8. Oh, we look 4. We have enough. Phew. Okay.
Good thing we killed some.
Yep. And from 3, which is over there now.
Yeah, it's a little under.
Of course, it's a Necromancer. That's what we do. That's the one spot we don't want the Defiler.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Defiler's going to go there. Oh, that sucks. Okay, then from the Defiler spawn, 6 runners. 3. Okay, we have enough. Ooh, that's going to be rough. Okay, so we forgot about the dailies, but we'll put them out now. So that runner will replace one of the ones that we just put. So that one always targets the person with the most AP.
Okay.
And then the raccoon's going to go in that group of 8. And then we'll roll for what the raccoon is. So we weren't in yellow when the brutes actually all came on the board, and we have none. Well, none have spawned yet, so the pig one will come out once we get another brute spawn.
Yeah.
So for the raccoon, what is he? A 5. So he's a brute this time, so he takes 2 damage to kill.
Okay.
So that's everything. So that's scary over there.
Yep.
And so it's us. So I figured out that we'll probably be able to get that building because the games are going longer, and I think it works that way anyway because it's all connected. This is one building. So we think Janika's going to be able to do that, so we're not worried too much on there. So Ren's going to go back and deal with this Necromancer.
Yeah.
So you moved over free, and you're going to use your free melee action to attack.
Yes.
So you get how many dice?
3 dice for the halberd and 1 more dice because he has a dagger.
Okay.
And it hits on 4s. 2 damage.
Nice. So you got 3. Because even though it's a ranged attack, it's 1-to-1. Mm-hmm. It is melee, and melee doesn't suffer from target priority. So we're going to stab the Necromancer.
Yes.
So the Necromancer's dead. So all the vault weapons over there, we drop another one. I think if we run out, we get 5 AP or something if there's not in this pile.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that hasn't happened yet.
No.
So he has 1 more action left.
Yes. So pole arm again at those runners.
Hitting on what?
4s.
Okay.
So 2.
Sagi's going to activate those guards to shoot down there. Free shots hitting on 4s. Got 1. Second action, I cast Jump on myself. And for my third action, I'm going to search in that zone.
Hornbow.
Nice. And I'm going to start shifting over here to help out on this side. So he's done. Honda's going to shoot at those guards there. So 3 dice hitting on 4s. Nice. So we got rid of those. So moved over to help out Ren. And for his last action, I'm going to attack with the polearm. 2 dice hitting on 4s. I have lucky. Do I want to gamble it? I could miss both of them. No, I'll just take 1. We'll kill one of them. So some shenanigans here. She's gonna do her blue ability jump on herself. You can jump over a zone into another zone, so you don't worry about movement penalties there. I'm gonna cast sprint on myself to run to there, and I stop because I hit a zone with a walker.
Okay.
So that's my second action. My third action is to use the Dragon Bile and Torch and burn that objective and that building. So everything in that building is dead, and I get the AP for it.
Nice.
So we're going to do the whole building because it's all connected. Ruins count as a building zone. So we'll clear that all up, and that building's now on fire. So that building's on fire now.
Yeah.
And that gave her a lot. See, that's 31 AP. I don't know if that's the highest so far in the game we've got.
I think so.
And her orange skill, I could do turtle bonus damage to combat or hit and run. So that means if I use a turtle skill, it adds. So if I add +2 dice, it does the 2 damage one too. It's a little confusing in the rule, but it adds to your total bonuses basically.
Okay.
I have 2 actions left. I've already cast sprint. I already did jump. So let's attack that zombie right there.
Okay.
So it's my... Oh. I don't have any chi left. So I don't want... If I break that pole arm, that's bad. He's already taken 1 damage. That's a brute over there. Okay. I can trade my weapons if I want. I need to cast sprint. No, let's just try it with her. Her starting weapon. So it's only 1 dice hits on freeze. Nice, got it. So I did hit and run and went over here. I have 1 more action. I can't meditate in corruption, but I got to get out of the way. So I could have meditated, but you can't meditate in corruption, so I can't get my chi back. So I'm just going to make noise.
Okay.
So all the guards, for your free guard action, you move them into there. So that's 9 dice coming if they decide to go close.
Yes.
And then you're going to keep 2 actions to go in the building and search with her. So you have 2 actions you're going to spend.
Yeah.
You do have repulse. Maybe one of them shooting that zone.
Yes. And now her warbow goes 1 to 4 because of us.
And how much damage does it do?
Just 1.
It only does 1 damage, the warbow?
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't even, because there's a brute in there.
Ooh, yeah.
And
so
a brute
she can't
there.
even shoot then.
No, you could shoot, but it won't do any damage.
No.
So you want to do repulse then?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll repulse them into that zone.
Mm-hmm.
So for your other action, you're going to shoot at that because it's 1 to 4 now.
Yes.
And there's no in the way, even though you're shooting past your guys or anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Hits on what?
3.
Okay. Got it. Nice. And 1 action to go in, and then you search, look for 2 things. Phew.
First is a
Okay.
torch.
And then what's the next one? It'd be awesome if it's Dragon Vitals. It's not.
Second is a sword.
Okay. And that's your turn.
Yep.
So it's over to Kenshin. Kenshin moved into the building. You traded to get the torch from Janaya.
Yes. So now I can search for 2.
Yep. So your third action, search. One of those. Another pole arm. Lots of pole arms this game.
Yep. And a combat shield.
Okay. So we'll see what we'll arrange your inventory. So you put the shield in your arm and the other halberd that does 2 damage.
Yes.
Okay. And you have 1 more action. Maybe move up where... Oh. You're going to have to move up where Usagi is.
Yeah, I think.
Or move those guards over. And all the guards would be the 1 zone.
And then we have a... Yeah, we'll do that.
All the guards over? Okay. So, 12 shots if whatever, if anything comes. So that might come in handy if that gets crowded over there.
Yes.
Okay. So getting close. These games are always annoying. There's always one of them in Zombicide. It's always the searching through deck one. It's... If you don't get them fast, that's the annoying part. It takes a while with this game.
Yep.
But you get to see all the stuff usually on the board when you play these ones.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so we'll move everything up. So that's everything moved up. It's time for spawning. So spawning, number 1. Well, at least the defiler's over there now.
Yeah.
So he'll show up over there. Okay, number 2. That's the only bad thing about having Berserker Walkers. It gives another draw for Abominations to come out.
Yes.
We don't have any. So it works both ways. It helps you not go through the deck as much to get stuff, but if you run out of them, then you're going to get them too.
Right.
So we have none, so Abomination will go there, and Qilin will move up. Okay. So what Abomination? I think we only have 1 left from the pile.
And it's the Yeti.
Yeti. Okay. Okay. And for number 3, which is way over there now. Walkers. 8. Oh, how many? 3, 6, 7. And we don't have a daily. That's the other thing. We only play with painted dailies. If you had a daily, it adds to your spawns too.
There's 8.
There is?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
4. Oh, there is 8. Okay, we're good. So we did have enough. 8 there. And then for the Defiler spawn now. Oh, there we go. There's
8 Berserker.
There we go. 8, we don't have enough. So another Abomination is going to go over there, and the other 2 will go. And the only one we have right now is Khan. So Khan will come out over there. Those are out. And then the raccoon, we got to see what he is now.
He's 2.
2. I think that's a runner. That's come up before. We'll double check. So he's a runner. So it's over to us. We just got to search and get out of that building, I think. Oh, all those guys can help over there. Okay. And then that far side. I think we should be okay. We'll see.
I think so.
Okay. Okay, so Usagi's going to start. And he's going to search in that zone. Come on.
Great sword.
Okay. He is going to jump. Oh, I can jump to get that weapon, but I need melee to get into it. So I'm just going to go. Because she can get out of that zone. He doesn't have any damage. I would get 2 dice. I got to kill some berserkers. I'm going to go into that zone.
Okay.
So I'll spend another action to go there. Third action is to attack that zone with my katana. So I get 3 dice. And I hit on freeze because of my equipment. Got 2. So I got 1 standard walker. And because it's melee, I get 1 of the berserkers. He's just going to do that again. Got him. Honda's going to spend an action to pick up the vault weapon.
Just going to shuffle them for a sec.
What one is this? We keep getting... This is another pole arm.
No, this is...
Oh, that's the mana ring one. So you roll dice equal to the amount of people in the zone.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool. Okay. So this 2 swords thing ain't working for him. He's still in yellow. So I put the vault weapon, the Fury of Arcane spell, in my hand. For my second action, I'm going to cast it into that zone.
Okay.
How many guys are in there? So 8 dice in that zone, and Lucky doesn't affect any action. So it affects spells too.
Cool.
But I have to re-roll all of them. You can't pick.
Right.
So 8 dice, hitting on a 5, 2 damage each. I'll re-roll that with Lucky because I only got 1 5. So we roll them all. That's better. Got 2. I don't think we've used many spells that make noise this game, but that does make noise.
Yeah.
It's not 1 per turn or reload, so he shot, picked up. He's going to do that again. So how many guys are in that zone?
7 now.
What?
7 now. Or no, you killed 2, so 6.
Yep, 6. Okay. I'll use Lucky again because it's each action.
That's better.
Holy cow. That's everything.
Yep.
That's much of Lucky he worked out this time, so they're all dead.
All 5s and a 6.
Nice. And he's just at 18, almost in orange. He's done. So our scout turtle is going to cast sprint on themselves and run up free right behind. Then I'm going to cast jump to jump over intervening zones to the next one. So that's my 2 actions. For her third action, I'm going to attack that zone.
Okay.
Because I do have hit and run. As long as I kill something, I can run afterwards.
All right.
So, oh, I don't have chi again. I don't want to break the weapon. I forgot about that. Okay, so I don't want to break the vault weapon. Because if I roll a 1, I break it. So I've done 2 things. 3 things to go there.
Don't go in the building.
Yeah, because I don't, just in case we burn the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Because then I'll be stuck in there and then she's done that. So.
She could go with Honda.
Yeah, let's go with Honda for our last 2. I was debating if I should just attack the gambler, but no, I want to keep the vault weapon. Okay. So.
You guys gonna...
Search?
Yeah.
She searched twice.
Hopefully. Let's hope this time. 1.
Oh, I said there was... Nope, that's water.
Yeah.
Okay.
And... Oh, yay!
Yay, okay, so...
We're gonna discard the water for her to get 3 AP.
And then put that in your backpack. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll trade Kenshin the Dragon Bile because he has the torch.
Yep.
That's your second. And you have 2 more actions?
Yep.
So
I
you
think
just...
come out with the...
The group?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and now we can end this because Kenshin's going to go.
Yep.
He's going to come out, throw it in that zone, get 5 AP. It's not going to change anything. Doesn't push him to orange or anything, does it?
I don't think so. Nope.
And we don't have any fireball tokens, but that building's on fire. But that's in there. And that ends the game. So that was a longer one going through, because we went through most of the deck. I think there's actually one more Dragon Bile and one more torch. There's 4 of
Okay.
each. So yeah, if you get unlucky and they're near the bottom,
And
it
go on
sucks.
for yeah.
Yeah.
And that was getting pretty scary if we had not gotten rid of the Defiler.
Qilin helped us. If I think where'd Qilin go? Oh,
He's over there.
yeah, that helped us. Killing that over there, that was bad.
Yeah.
Because that could have that would have went into the corruption.
Yes.
So that saved us for sure. And having the Berserker spawn, having that so it doesn't feed through all your Necromancer and Abomination cards faster.
Yeah,
helped
because
out.
that would have been...
It did draw more Abominations when we ran out of them, but it's more cards in there that you don't draw the zombie siege ones when the walls, so that helped out.
Well, and if we hadn't have had them, we would have run out of them even faster and then had more Abominations on board. So you have to decide which is worse, right?
But now that we tried out the turtle, I think the next one we're going to do is the time class one.
Yay!
Because I already started painting up Raphael and Donatello and
all the turtles.
Yeah, and we'll bring the characters that because we used basically they use a portal to come here. We'll say that, and then they'll take the ones that aren't retired after using twice. So the turtle and Usagi and everyone else we've used twice, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, because we used Janai in the first game, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So we'll make a new team in the next game, and then they'll all have the turtle power rules. And there's pizza on the board that flips over your cards.
That's so exciting.
Shredder acts as Defiler Necromancer. He takes the place.
Ooh, that's cool.
So he just works like a Defiler Necromancer, except if you hit him, I believe, even if there's zombies in the zone, if you miss, you take a damage.
Cool.
So yeah.
And there's April O'Neil and Casey Jones, which is cool.
Or they also have turtle powers too. They're part of the turtle team.
Nice. If you've got a favorite turtle, let us know. Because I know what mine was. I don't remember what yours was.
Yeah, that's why I started with Raphael.
Yeah, we both love Raphael. So if you're excited to see one, let us know. We're curious.
Yep.
So thanks for coming out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.